Hey y'all, it's Barbara Collins with Madre Minutes. It is day number 9 of radiation, and I went to radiation this afternoon. And I was kind of tired just because I drove from Kerrville, but it was fine. The treatment was fine. But as I was sitting in the waiting area, the there was another woman there, and she had never done radiation, and she was also starting chemotherapy that day. And so she was asking lots of questions, and she was talking to there were 3 of us that obviously had gone through something, and she was just starting. She said, "I'm a newbie." And it took me back to a time when I can remember it was all so new to me, and I had lots of people in that God just really brought to me to help me and to teach me and to tell me about what to expect, along with what the doctors say. But it was always good to kind of hear it from other women and other people who had gone through it, even though everyone's experience is different. So that was kind of neat because um, I could relate to that young lady, and I could relate to where she was, and how scared she was, and she admitted she was scared. And so um, it was neat to know how far I've come in this, and I'm starting my 3rd week. So this is good. It's moving forward. I went for a walk today after radiation. I came home and I laid down and I rested for like an hour, and that felt really great. And then I woke up and I decided to go for a walk, and that was lovely until it started raining. It started pouring down raining, and I had my phone and my headphones in, so finally I took those off because I thought, gosh, that's probably not a good thing to have your headphones on in a rainstorm, and uh, tried to keep my phone dry. But it was pouring, and I was running on the sidewalk, and there were lots of trees, and so it was kind of covered me for a while. But then I had to cut up through another street, and I just got drenched. But it was so nice, and it was cool and refreshing, and um, it was just a really lovely time in the rain, and it wasn't too cold, and this was very refreshing to hear it, to hear it, to hear it blow harder, and to come in faster, and to feel the wind. And I don't know, all of that was just really, really nice. There was no one on the streets. There was one other woman walking who also got caught in it. But all in all, it was a lovely time. It was a good walk, and I actually, because of the rain, but also just because it felt good, I ran a little bit today. I jogged and I walked. And that was a first in a very, very long time. And it actually felt really good. Um, it did not hurt. Uh, it may hurt tomorrow, but it didn't hurt while I was running. And it felt good, and I did lots of arm exercise while I was walking. So it was a nice walk. I did have to cut it short because of the rain, but the rain also made me feel like running, so I ran in the rain, and that felt good too. And then as I was driving here today, I wanted to share this with you, an idea. I had this idea of a women's conference out at the camp where my husband works. It's a uh, foundation run by the Howard E. Butt family called the H.E. Butt Foundation, and my husband works out at the facility in Leakey, Texas. It's a beautiful facility. It's a Christian retreat center, youth camp in the summer, and a free camp system all year round. Just a wonderful place to host an event or a conference or um, a works-oriented um, group like a nonprofit or a youth group, that kind of thing. Um, it's just a great place to to have people and to gather and to speak and to have fun and hike and enjoy the beautiful scenery because it's right on the headwaters of the Frio Canyon. It's gorgeous. But what my epiphany was I was driving to Houston and I was listening to this song and I don't even know who it was by, and I believe it was called Wanted or Wanting, and it made me think about what I really want in life. I mean, when you have a life-threatening disease, it does make you think about life and death and what would you want the rest of your life to look like, and all of those things in it. And I think it's important to reevaluate and look at those things in our lives. So I started looking about that, and I am friends with a sweet lady um, named Deb, and she has a great little ministry starting online. It's called mypurposenow.com, and it is a wonderful ministry to women in their 50s and beyond. And she has asked me to write a few things, uh, and I've been blessed to uh, be published on mypurposenow.com. So thank you for that, and I've enjoyed writing for you and with themes in mind. Or thank you for encouraging me the way you have by publishing my writing. So anyway, I was thinking about her because I've talked to her about this women's retreat or conference that I really want to have. And I have a wonderful friend, Ashley Cleveland, who's a wonderful singer, and she has agreed to help us lead worship. So that's a really exciting thing. And she is just a sweet friend that I met out at Laity Lodge Retreat Center and Lady Renewal. And anyway, I'm so excited, and it's coming, it's shaping up. It takes, I think, a long time to get things in place before you do something like this. So I'm moving right now at a snail's pace anyway. So anyway, the picture that I had was to have like two women's faces in caricature drawings, like a wanted poster, an old Western kind of wanted poster, and have at the top say wanted, and really identify at the conference that we are wanted by God, that God wants us and desires for us excellence in all of the characters and all of the things of God, that He empowers and gives to us as a free gift. Those, He wants that for us. We are wanted by God, and I think we're all sort of walking around in life wanting to feel wanted and wanting to be loved. And my pastor this past weekend, Pastor Ray Altman at First United Methodist Church in Kerrville, Texas, just gave a brilliant sermon about love on Mother's Day, and it was very anointed, I felt, and really touched me. And one of the things that he said was, we must abide in the realization of what Christ did for us. That kind of love. We can't love without Christ being at the center of who we are. because we just, it's a different kind of love that Christ imparts. And I think it's just really true. So, but that kind of love is the kind of love that God wants, you know, is wanting, or is wanted, or wants for us, um, to feel and to know and to acquire and to understand, and to be able to then give that back to other people as Christ gave to us with what he did on the cross. So I don't know, it was just such a great touching. And so I thought about this wanted poster. We are wanted by God. Okay, so that's part of that wanted series, that, or wanted theme. The next one would be the obvious one, which would be, what is it that you want? Or what is it that you thought you wanted that maybe really didn't turn out that way? And so a lot of self-discovery, a lot of maybe discussions of disappointments, or just being able to release some things. Those, I think that's part of the wanted poster, or the wanted theme. And then lastly is to come to a greater understanding what it is that God wants for you to be doing for him, with him, and through him, and about him, all of those things. So, we are wanted by God. What is it that maybe you wanted that maybe you didn't get? And then what is it that you see Christ wants for your life, or that God wants for your life? So that was my epiphany, and I think that's going to be the theme, or the invitation, or part of, that wanted poster, I think is going to be part of this ladies' retreat. Whatever is happening, whatever is coming together, I want it to be about women, and about, all sort of aspects and areas of our lives: mothering, grandmothering, nurturing, caretaking, whatever it is that we do as women. That's what I want this conference to be about. I'd love for people to be able to bring what they sell. If they're artists or whatever, they can bring their wares and display them, and we can all look at them and marvel, or buy them or not buy them. But it's not about the sale of it. It's just about the exposure. And here's what I'm doing, and I'm proud of it. So I hope you've enjoyed today's entry of Radiation Day number 9. All is good. I'm back in Houston. I'm connecting with some more friends. I have a short week this week, and so I'm going to double up probably on Thursday, because Friday I'll be traveling again. So love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.